Good morning, folks. It's 8:16 a.m. on the 19th day, 3rd month, 2024. As we see here, we get a few arcs here and stuff centering over the very center of this radar station, this very well-known Exmouth Holt base. We have a wedgie here. See that wedge? See that wedge? See this thing here? See the curve? See the this? See the that? See the smile of the Cheshire Cat. We all must see through the charade. And what is in this location? What's in location here is this big blaster here. However, it's not the only device on this penis insula over here. You know, a little sub device is this thing has been split into smalls as well. And it's got a very particular Merkaba body type shape. It uses a drapery of antenna wires. That look like this. Let's see if we get a picture of it over here. Is the basic design, right? And if from the bottom, if you was to look at it sideways, you would see these draping antenna system here. This was designed to communicate with submarines in the deep ocean. But they no longer need this for that. They've grown up. Also on this penis insula here is something that I just found out about called eye in the sky. And these antenna fields can be put up very, very quickly. They're used for tracking near-Earth objects and stuff like that. You go tell them, Queenie. Right, this is live videos, this is what you get. Right, you can put these up very quickly, and they're used for tracking near-Earth objects, right? But however, there's also this device. That I have a lot of questions about from the eye in the sky. Is this a laser? And if it's a laser, I know lasers are used for weather modification. Surely they don't have a telescope with this many dang wirings going, unless they're trying to keep it super cool, right? To keep the mirror deformations down to a minimal, right? I don't know. I have a lot of questions about this device here. There's a lot of electrics going into it, right? And I have a lot of questions about this. To me, this looks like a laser, you know? I can't quite make out that sign. And that's going to be a warning. It might tell you, watch out for noise. It might tell you, hey man, you better put some goggles on when this thing is operating or you get blind. Who knows what that says there. It might tell you, hey man, be careful, there's stairs here. And you're a numbnut if you don't realize there's stairs, you might fall down them. I have no idea. All I know is I uncovered this too, so I have more digging to do about that particular program. Some of the information you'll find about this program will be found here at this link. Hey, so I'm going to pop in on my video now to see if it's running. Oh, yes, we are. And yes, be sure to try to get a spot in my on my new Facebook page, because when it caps off at 5,000, it caps off. You don't have to have mutual friends to get on here. As a matter of fact, I welcome new people. This is also part of the Eye in the Sky program, where you'll see helicopters with these big schnozzolers over there sniffing into your business. Starlink is also part of the Eyes in the Sky. Balloons in space, eyes in the sky, with spying devices on them. The global hawks and stuff, drones that can hover fairly well in place, are part of the eyes in the sky. Even stuff that looks like a bird, a drone. They look like one of your hawks out here that acts like vulture. They look like that. These great big blasting things here, part of the eyes in the sky. These new type of AWAC planes with radars on them, eyes in the sky. Standing arrays, Corsian beams. And all these are capable of holding energy in a spot long enough to perturb the atmosphere enough to create the condensation or making of clouds. Spy balloon inflatables, you know, does that look like a chem bomb to you? It does to me. It does to me. Spy balloon my ass. That's Scope X. That's the geoengineering balloons, and one of them went so low it got caught. And when they exploded it, look at the payload that comes out of it. That's why I'm concerned about weather balloons, is what's in the powders inside of them. And that needs to full investigation independently by someone who gives a shit. That's another example of an eye in the sky. These type of drones and these space superiority. Yeah, near Earth orbit, owning the high ground is all it's all about to them. Spending all the money up. Spending all the money up. So I'll get rid of that. It's about eyes in the sky. You will dive into this yourself. Why? Because only you can do your homework. Don't expect me to do everything. But I'm curious. I'm going to find out more about these arrays and how many other that there are. This would be the building that houses that particular device. that I was showing you, which is very telescopic looking, you know, that type of observatory. Here's another picture of Holt Base all lit up. Those masts ain't small, right? And they're capable of doing big beams, things like this. And here's going to be a live shot of it with timestamps and all, just for your viewing pleasures. So you can see how they shot right through the storm, and it did a kind of a sweep action that I'll now go over for you. And they've had some time to sit and look at it. So we'll start at the beginning of the vent. And this is the one that held Megan when it came ashore. Timestamp for you here. I'll bring that down once in a while, but I think magnification is important on this. We'll go up to a 150. How about that? All right, and we're going to jump forward. Let's see what the jumps are. So 1 hour jumps. How long the microwave stayed on over that Megan was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus hours. So that ain't like a little glitch for the sun coming in and adding some energy to the atmosphere. It's a long sustained deployment of microwave energy. That's just how that works, right? First hit of a beam here, whammo. That prevented any further drift back towards this way as it tipped the side of the storm and kind of added an energy wall to it, right? On the layer of the atmosphere where it spins. All right, continue along another hour, another hour, another hour. This is a long sustained event. It ain't just a blast. They've got it held now. See right here to here? That was a squeeze and let go to cause an oscillation, then fully encapsulating the storms on all sides, and that ray went right through the center from a device up here in the Philippines, and it killed the rotation of this storm, forcing it out to sea. It can't come ashore now. And it's like I said, I wasn't worried about this one. It was one beam away from going away, and that's the event right there. And each one of these clicks is an hour. Look, then it pans a bit towards the east, adding energy and taking the chem on that layer of the atmosphere, shooting it toward Megan as food. I bet your ears were ringing. And then it panned out this way, shoved the moisture there, so it caused an outflow right here, that way and that way, with an actual sweep of the energy itself, causing the lateral flow of the moisture and the energy to have a momentum that's hard to overcome. And now she's lazed again, right there, see? Held, heated wall between the two. Hot air rushing that way, hot air rushing that way toward that storm. And that's about the time this thing came ashore. Added that extra energy that Megan needed to become more fierce, to go to that category that it hit so quickly. But I've never seen a wind that was Cat 3. I've never seen even a single gust of wind that was a Cat 2. So the news is lying again. I never seen a recorded wind over 62 miles an hour in this storm. It never even went Category 1 according to the old definitions that you find on something called the Saffir-Simpson scale, which I'll show you. I don't make this up. Saffir-Simpson scale. They spelled it right. They always do. You just go over here to the diagrams, images, and you'll find the graph that decides it all. So let's just zoom it up for you guys so you can see it again. And this will be an again, because I've done this a few times. Yeah, sure, save. Bling, bling! It's the only bling, bling you get that don't have to look like jewelry or anything. It doesn't shine, it just is the opposite. So right there, oh, there was that one. Oh, come on. Oh, isn't that small? So, right, the wind speed below 74 miles an hour is a tropical storm. By definition. You ain't going to change the definition. So again, this is the third time this year they said there was a cyclone, and there never was the winds to back up the definition. Okay? You are being lied to. You haven't had a proper cyclone hit your coast, and I got to say, about 10 days from now, you are absolutely right off the Queensland coast to receive some action. All right? That's how that's going. Just check it if I'm running. So that's Holt Base. I'm going to get rid of that. All right? So we're going over Mimic now, and I showed you the sweeps of the radars. I took the key captures as she came around the corner. Now let's do the times on it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of that. 6, 7, 8 hours of microwaves there. All right. 1. I got my first tickle of nucleation going on over here. Whammo. Next hour. So it took an hour to go, that plasma to go that high in the atmosphere. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 hours. 20 hours that event was ongoing. 20 hours microwaves were deployed over the indigenous people of Australia, over northern territories, and over Western Australia. This is a directed energy attack. This is not good for the health of people. Add to it the molds, add to it the funguses from the never drying out lands and houses of the overflooded people of these areas that have gotten far too much rain. Years worth of rain. And as I'm getting here toward the end, I'm starting to see the aiming beam that's going to continue this in towards this direction. It's going to force Megan to take a particular path, as its natural tendency will be to roll in this direction. They're holding that off. They're going to spit the moisture off at about Saturday. That will bring it in an event over toward New South Wales. So the moisture coming up here and here are going to be different types of dynamics and count. This one here is being cut and sent now that direction, and a new one's going to come in behind it, and it's going to fuel a lot of flooding. Okay, so I'm going to get off of that. All right, you're going to just get rid of one more screen. Yay. And what we got here? Oh, would you look at the gilt over your poontang today? Let's a chem, biddy bam, 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 and a boom, 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 and a bloom, bloom, bloom for all of us out here. What a fucking shame. Look at this field of crap here. And boy, are the wicked glitches making clouds in the predictable specs today. The wicked glitches been flying over here, And I'll tell you what, boy, New South Wales got more wicked glitches going on than Parliament House. Look at it going faster. Faster, master, Look at the triangular shapes to this beaming going on here. Boy, is that voice some odd flows. Directing. Panning in that direction. Clockwise flow. Created a low around the inside. How's the inside doing here? Still rotating low. Mild Doran, that's so mild. Absolute blasting, frying, microwaving, directed energy attack while you were sleeping tonight. Let's just manipulate your molecules. Let's just operate that nanotech that you jabbed inside your veins. Let's just manipulate that Bluetooth signal you're giving off when you're walking around. Ooh, he fucking went there. It ain't just a conspiracy if you can prove it. The conspiracy is the cover-up. The conspiracy is sitting down having secret meetings deciding your future that says you're going to own nothing and be happy. That's the conspiracy. And it's about damn time we start trying people for conspiracy, because we can prove there's a conspiracy. And it seems that your genes are no longer wanted. They need editing. You need to build yourself back better somehow. You need smartening up. Well, you guys better get wise to what's going on, or well, you're going to be a victim of it. And fuck if I'm gonna. I know what's going on. Look at guilty graft and bzzz, bzzz, getting fried, grafting style. And not to be outdone, glorious Gimpy out here, frying it up too, but they took the feed off. But boy, can you see it in the clouds. Absolutely shows. Oh yeah, if the glitch is making clouds happen, then it is no longer to be considered the glitch. It's considered to be a weather modification tool. Now let's get in on the right area here. Get the cloud deck around it. Look at the square edges to this. That way I can show you the satellite image on. We'll go with the blue. How you doing there, Gimpy? Big square over the top of your radar station. Yeah, what are you doing? What are you frying? Bzzzt. Yeah, your ears ringing over there much? Shockwaving much? Look at a big circle around Rainbow Beach. Boy, is it caused a square out here. And Nexrads can make squares. They can make triangular geometric shapes. They can make life go away. Look at this big stain here going over here, Mud Glide. Oh, Mogildy. Mogildy. What the hell kind of name is Monto Mogildy? And we're all going to be Mountain Perry. I don't think he's going to like that Perrier very much. Ah, Brokeback Mountain. Yeah, with you, Mountain Perry, that's going to be one on Brokeback Mountain. Let's see what the chem looked like up there. Oh, my, would you look at the gilt here? Wow, look at that shit stain going over us. Let's go a little bit north, because I've already seen my soft clouds today. Man, we just an absolute dirty Sanchez type stain. Google a dirty Sanchez. No, don't. It's bad. It's in the blue waffle category. Or don't Google a Cleveland steamer. Things I heard on The Simpsons. I mean, no, that was Family Guy. Look at the explosion here and here. How many directions of the wind? If you live right here, in this town here, I'm very curious. Catherine, how many directions of the wind you got going on over you? Not that damn many, or you'd be the biggest tornado we ever see. It'd be like a category 100. They come up with a new number just for that. The only number I see going on here is a number 3. A big sky shark, a mix of shit and pee. Big sky sharks, boom, 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 boom. Big sky sharks, boom, 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 boom. Big sky sharks, boom, 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 boom. Big sky sharks. Bzzzt. Big. They blasting you too? Blaster Master. Master Blaster. Who owns Bartertown? Master Blaster and the WEF. It's time the WEF becomes a queef. Just a sound in the wind, a laughter in our ears, and then we resume the rhythm of life. Ooh, would you look at the bombs here? Pow! Simultaneous combination of the swirling here. The big beam destroyed the circulation. It's going to move that right out to sea. Big heated outflow boundaries evidenced right here and here and here from the big fryer. Look at the Tesla waves coming up here on the sides and all that extra magnetic energy aligning all the magnetic particulates in our sky. Ooh, magnetic stuff, not just graphene oxide. If I got you looking at graphene oxide, would you look at titanium oxide? Would you look for aluminum hydroxide in your sky? If I told you it was something else and made your homework convenient and you never ever learned chemistry, how you doing, Rattleade? Boy, did you get fucking bombed. Look at this crap over here. Bomb-a-da-ba-bomb-ba-bomb-bomb-bomb-bomb-ba-bomb-bomb. Boom! Look at it. All these triangles just pointing at one spot. I know where to aim. You a soldier in the field that had that cloud following you around, but we couldn't see you like you was the invisible man. Would you shoot it where the arrows was pointing? Well, shoot your brain at that. These ain't no smiley emojis out here. This is the homojis here. You're trying to homogenize all the wealth in the land. Homogenize your skies. Pulling your rain and every drop of water a resource up here. That it needs to be paid for somehow. And your raindrops that are falling on your head may be taxed one day. Taxes are falling on my head. You're beheading this. How many more taxes can you get? Repeat after me. Taxation is theft. You're born on this land. Why are you paying rent on it? Who says so? Yeah, I put a flag on something that was mine, and you destroyed the cultures of indigenous beautiful people, telling them even their way of thinking was wrong? That the gods that have sustained their beliefs and their harmoniousnesses with the land for thousands and thousands of years suddenly meant nothing? Get the fuck out of here. We better learn to give back and get back to mother. Or motherfucker's gonna get back to you. I'm telling you, they ain't putting you on hold. That slow walking jab shot. Kill switch engage, mister. Kill switch engage. You better harmoniously bond to your cells and put good frequencies around your body. I don't mean just vibes, I mean actual PEMF. That's why the Ioni device is so good at that for your pocket. I can't wait for the new and improved units to hit the market. Smaller, thinner, longer lasting battery, and same health benefits. I can't wait. Sharks, look at that crap going over the wine. Your wine's going to be bitter, man. It's going to have chem bombs all in it. Why don't you take it out and look at it? Look at it. It's slightly EMF'd up over here, Castle Maniacs. You know, no worse than New Zealand look. Big spinning square out here at sea. Squares hitting the cock corner of a bigger square. So it turns, and as you zoom back, you see another square that it's turning. You'll start to understand it's almost like an automatic transmission differential that they've made in this sky. And mechanics will understand, how do we get the stator to spin? When the top and the bottom connection locks. Fluid coupling, if you will. Look at all these bombs sustaining this flow out here over in there. You don't have a mountain range out here at sea. They would naturally do that. So I say they put a beam line over the top of you here, my friends. Yeah, the Kiwi's beak is getting fried, Kiwi style. Blend them much. How's the bombs doing up here, Auckland? Oh yeah, you got a chemically attacked again today. What is it, Monday already? No, it's Tuesday. Tuesday afternoon. Boom, 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 boom. The sky is calling you now. Save us from the chem bomb fallout. Look at this crap here going over Byron Bay. It was like a big visible ice cream of it just farted right in your face. Pow! Have it. Pow! Have it. Have it, whales. Have it, dolphins. Have it, have it, have it, have it, have it, whether you like it or not. You want to see the totals over the next 24 hours for these areas? Still right on schedule to be very, very high. Totals are going to be very, very high. But they're the best at geoengineering, which my government never ended. Yeah, we're the best. We do it the most. But when it comes to the coal, look at them swelling the streams here that are already going towards, oh my godness. Because as we go to the threes and we're looking down as the low is moving across toward these big lakes, we're going to see some big totals on the threes. Look at that there. 3-day totals over a quarter of a meter. 5-day totals, third of a meter as she trucks on along, and I think that total's just a little too small. There we go. That's about right. Scatter that sucker. Concentrate to death. Because those chem bombinators don't care about you. They don't. And some very heavy totals continuing to show for this area here. Yeah, Marucci. You're for certainly fucked, which means this area back here is fucked. And Goldie, you're fucked. And Lismore, you're continually showing you being fucked on the 10. So the Northern Rivers, the area up here, is going to have an event that's going to send a lot of water your way. And we'll nail down these totals as we get closer to this event that's coming. As they're going to snake that tendril of shit over your asses. All them chem bombs coming your way, man, coming your way. If you don't like it, speak up about it. If you like it, you sit back, get out of the way of those of us that don't like it, because we're going to put an end to this. This is going to stop. You guys stay safe, right? This thing is just going to come in and it's going to hang out. It lets the showers along here and it lets this along here. Oh my gosh. Have I rolled that part of things yet for you guys yet? No, I don't want to get out of here without doing that. So let's take some of the pressures here. Maybe we can put the particle animation on so you can just see some of the winds that are going to be affecting, concentrated, I should say, all into Cairns and along the coast here. I would say they'd have good surf, but as soon as you get north of like Caloundra and stuff, you ain't seeing no surf. Even Caloundra's but stop seeing it. Yeah, no, sorry. I have to say it. You want surf, you got to go down that Byron way. There we go, Cairns. Let's roll you. That was not today. Hi, did you see that, Higgins? You steal my homework again? I'm Koha only. If you'd like to participate in Koha towards the work that I do, I'd welcome. You know, equipment ain't cheap and stuff, but I'm gonna do this anyhow. I made 3 new accounts of everything just to. I want to give you a copy of this as well, just to make sure you guys have info out there. I got a new YouTube. I'm still putting on Rumble. I made a new Facebook so I can use Messenger, and this one's coming out my old one. And as soon as I can, I'll be going live off the other one. We ain't playing games about this. You also can do Koha through PayPal. Somebody had asked me for this today, and well, if you find my work not of value, why are you wasting your time? I find it of great value. So do a lot of the people I meet in public have nothing to do with Facebook. And we will let new people on our walls. We will have the non-friends of friends allowed around us. Otherwise, you're just being a cognitive fool. And you're never going to have anything new in your life. I've met some beautiful people since I've been on this journey back over here, I gotta say. Michelle down in your help over in Melbourne, never ever forgotten you. You know, Debbie and staying at your house, thank you so much. And Lissa, thank you so much. Everybody with the thank you so much. You know, hit a lot of rides and from people to thank you so much. List is large, very very large, and I don't say to everybody's name. And if you were a dick to me, just go away. You must have done something. Look at the EMF outflow line, evidenced right here of that beam sweat that shut up here the other day that I showed. It's just right here, controlling and owning your weather, which is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Very heavy totals, by the way, coming over here. So let's give a quick warning out to Vanuatu and to look at these totals coming. There's a wicked day coming today, but I gave you guys plenty. All right, plenty of warning. Oh, your microwave's going to be heating from here to here in this passage. And this is your 3 days totals. Right? Some of these tendrils are very, very high. So that's awful quick to get that much. I think their stat is and this island passage here is catching a lot of flow, so they're catching a third of a meter tendril. Some parts of Fiji, the coastal areas, as they work moisture through the strait between Labasa and the main island, you're copping a half a meter of water on the tens. I hope you're ready for this. This is your fives, half a meter. This is your threes. Guys, just start, and you've got time to get ready. Okay, so if you're in this area of Fiji, you're going to want to relocate your shop stuff to protect your livelihood and your business, please. Let's look out for each other, and if a neighbor doesn't know, let's go warn them in person and tell them, Rob D says you're fucked. And remind them of Amos and Winston, how I reminded them then and told them they was fucked too. Northern Rares, you're fucked. I keep zooming in on one area, that means you're fucked. North of Charlieville, you're fucked. You're all the way fucked. Totally balls deep in this corridor here where they want that new road. The new road. And the new A1 they want is up here. The new Fitzroy Crescent Bridge, I think they've obtained it. Catherine's cut off. Fitzroy's cut off from the coast. And while we are not cut off from each other, are we? Now, so I'm going to let that roll a minute while I have my coffee. Well, if I'm lucky, I can find my own name on my newly approved account on my phone. I can go live on my phone while I'm live here. You can see me. Oh man, we gotta find my name. Let's go to it and see if he is live. Oh, I can watch it now. I can see the comments and say hi to myself. Morning, have a fantastic day. Thank you very much. And good morning to people. How you doing, Carmen? Thank you for your moral support through the years. He's been very kind to my ears. And I hope you and your family are well. There's every tendril just walking around there, dumping 2 centimeters of water every hour on your ass. Yeah, that's a half an hour. Every 15 minutes, a half a centimeter coming down your driveway. I don't think it's going to do very well. I don't think it's going to go. Muba and all that. Here's a day of concern as we get these showers going up the coast. This whole area is very volatile for tornadic activity coming up on through Friday and Thursday and Saturday. Yeah. The arrival times of the cold air is going to decide this. So I may move that up or back a day, depending on how long it takes that massive air that's coming from Antarctica, from South America, to make its way out across the pole and then up the other side. And I'll time that. You're looking at about 4 days from, because that pulse set a pattern of the rainbow beam, as I call it, has a very predictable effect. Yep, Tamworth, seeing it, seeing the storms. Now zoom it back. Now this is where they're going to cut the tendril. They're going to send a beam here and slingshot this in 2 waves. It has to. They couldn't, if they sent that tendril all at once, there's too much drag and it would stall this storm and pull it in an area that's not wanted. Look, a straight up and down thunderstorm meeting on crest, that always makes a spinner. That's a get the fuck out of here. That's a beam path. So we'll be looking for the beam that does that very late on Monday afternoon. Next rad radars could set up a wall like that where you just see a half moon and the non-circular part of the half moon is where the flow corridor is. We'll teach you guys how to read it. Once I can do a documentary explaining certain things, you'll understand more. That's how that's going through. Okay, New Zealand, this is a day of infamy. I'm worried about you. I'm very concerned about this storm coming on the 10th. It's showing terrible totals coming across the country. And again, I'm not trying to freak anybody out, but you better prepare well for this, because if it comes across that, the backside kick of this is going to double the totals here. So I'm very, very concerned about this. Very, very concerned for the Esk Valley as they try to replay a weather plan from March a year ago. And tweak it better, I think, sometimes. And New Plymouth, football. Yeah, I guess you guys are so used to being fucked, you probably lowered your prices. I could not fucking resist that one. I say that. You think that was in bad taste? I think Hembam and My Planet is in bad taste, and having no taste at all is the worst. Oh gosh. The accumulations, man, that's fucked. Isn't it? Isn't that fucked? So yeah, man, you're fucked. Got wintertime coming to the South Islands over there, or Wanka Kanka over there, Wanka Wanka. So Wanka Wanka, the north of Queenstown there, and Christchurch there. Oh my, big thunder snow. Thunder snow. Over there at Fatario. Hey, you could correct me on that, but I might make it worse. Fat Tushy over there. You got some snows coming up. Oh boy, you got some new snows. Dun 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 dun. Pockets of snow just for you. Got your firewood ready. Got your long johns on. It's gonna get nipply out there. Be sure to take lots of pictures of the nippliness of the wind. Do not eat any colored snow. Watch out where the chem bombs go. Don't you eat that styro snow. Ham bomb. Boy, are you guys fucked. How was the wind that day? Oh. Sir Shep. And you're going to catch it right in the sphincter. It's going to hem a lot of water up through this area here. Right through the sphincter in toward Manga Banga, Galawanga Banga, and Kawasaki over here. Tinnapai. Port Albert, not as much. Back up in here, not as much. Back in here, not as much. Yeah, I'm looking at your sticky outbits and calculating how the wind's going to bring the water into the sphincter. And right below the sphincter is the taint known as Auckland. Ooh! Taint. And when that comes across, the wind's going to shift and shove some moisture up that side too. So we're going to watch this very closely. These are just the winds. So, New Zealand, looks like you're going to be fucked. You better get your arcs ready. Get them arcs ready. Because the wind of the day is going to decide a lot. So, right, here's all of us, man. This is all of us. Here's all of Australia. This is Oceania. Make the most of Mother Earth. Say, I love you, water. Please cleanse the toxic attitudes and lands of their pesticides. And be my friend. Because I'm going to be water's friend. And I'll be your friend too. Big love. Peace.